Sebastian Rogers is an autistic boy. He's 15 years old. He's been missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee. And everybody has been looking for him. Everybody. He is 5 foot 5 inches tall. He weighs 120 pounds. Sandy blonde hair, and he wears glasses. And again, there is no footprint of him whatsoever.
You think back, and there might have been a reason he was possibly upset or something outside that could have enticed him to go outside. Was there anything that came to mind?
We've been combing over that day and even the weeks before he left, and I hadn't been able to figure it out. That morning he was laughing, he was joking. Everyone we were around that day agreed that he seemed like he was in a good mood. He was behaving.
This boy, I've done told y'all, reminds me of my son that had autism, that is my third son. And he disappeared right down the road from part of where my family lives. And I take all of these cases serious. I am not playing about anything right now.
The original thinking was that Sebastian Rogers left home on his own, but the fact that he disappeared without a trace now has authorities looking into the very real possibility of foul play.
I'm not trying to accuse them of anything. I'm trying to tell you how suspicious they are now becoming.
Everywhere you go, you can hear the laughter. Little kids playing, chasing after. Innocence shines bright like a built-in light. With their giggles and smiles, everything feels right. Oh, the joy of little children filling up the air. Their happiness, contagious, nothing can compare. Just watch them run and play, carefree and wild. Oh, the joy of little children.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Good Friday. I hope we have some good news today and this weekend. It's Easter weekend, and I hope you will have a good one. And I hope there is miracles performed. Hello, Angela. Wait, what? Hi. Hey, Sweet Misery. Tony. Hello, Lisa Laney. Victoria. Millie. SL. Danny Lynn. Hello. Crazy Bunch 005. Hello. D. Where's Summer? Yes, everybody continue to pray for Sebastian. Please pray that he's found soon. Aurora, hello. Bob G, hello, my friend. Estelle, Kathleen, Tony. All my days have been good so far, and I hope yours has too. I'm grateful for my days, and I hope that Seth and their days begin to get a little bit brighter and they get some answers. Kathleen and November Rain, Treed Squirrel, sorry, Aurora, everybody in here. Rodmilla, am I saying that right? I may not be. I'm sorry. Sebastian Rogers is missing still. That's right. I see you. Let me put that up there. There's the information on that. And that's what we're all here for. And Pickle Toes Grandma, hey, from Texas. Hello. Priscilla Perry, hello. And All in Tanks, hello. Chickadee, hello. I'm glad you're here, actually. I'm glad everybody's here. And Shannon, Justin! I will. Yes, everybody, listen to this. Please everybody. Drop a bomb on me, drop a bomb on me. Y'all make sure you watch Trev Time. I have a feeling there's gonna be a bomb drop. Trev makes me smile. I love Trev Time. Everybody, sub up to Trev Time. Amy Lou, Janice Cantrell, everybody coming in. Yeah, where is Sebastian? Kiki? No one just disappears. They sure don't. So anyway, if I didn't get to, say hello to you, just know that you're all welcome. Not Crazy by Crazy Lady. Some of you, Ava, see, don't see, whatever. I apologize. But I love you all. You know I do. You know you're my people, and I appreciate you, Dippy Bird, everybody. We'll be here all day if I just didn't go ahead and say hello. I just didn't go ahead and say hello. I want to tell you, we all know that Sebastian, this is why we're here. This right here, and this handsome boy, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. He's still missing. It's an Amber Alert out for him. Still, he is 15 years old. He is male, white, brown hair, brown eyes, 5'5", 120 pounds, and he's missing from Sumner County, Tennessee. It was reported on February 26, 2024, according to the Amber Alert, but there is some things that said that it's possible he could have been missing since the day before, which is on the 25th. According to this Amber Alert, he was last seen wearing a black sweatshirt and black sweatpants and glasses. And he has a medical condition that may impair his ability to return safely without assistance. So if you've seen Sebastian or you have any information at all, please contact. If you see him, please contact 911, or you can call 615-451-3838, or call the TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. I like to go with what he was wearing with the Amber Alert, although that's kind of been up in the air too. I don't know if Seth is in here. I don't need him to come on panel or anything, but I was watching Dolly's interview this morning, and I have one question for him because I feel Seth has, and drop Dolly's link because we're going to be watching that in a minute. And when we do, since I forget, which I don't think Dolly will be mad, but put up all the fair use and, my mod, you know what to do. Y'all know better than me what to do because honey, Smiley don't know nothing, but put up the fair use and the all the things when I get ready to do that. Hey, Lolly, and drop his link and stuff. And it may be a bit before we get there, but I have one question that I want to ask Seth. I think Seth knows a little bit more than he's saying. That's just my opinion. But he kept asking Dolly, you're not asking the right questions. Well, Smiley has one question. I have one question for Seth Rogers, the bio dad. And it's very interesting, and I don't think nobody has asked this. They may have. Hey, Crimes, you ready for it? All right, well, we're fixing to get to it right now. If he's listening, he can pop it in here. Let me get down here and make sure I'm at the end. So, hold on a minute. Let me see. Okay, so in Dolly's chat, or in Dolly's live, he talked about some things. Let me get to the end. Okay, so this is Seth Rogers, I have one question. If you're in here, if not, if you see this, can you please answer it? If not, could you answer it on Josh, Trev times, anybody's? I don't care. I would like this answer, and I could be wrong, but I just want to know if it's okay with you, and if it's something that won't hinder the investigation. But you told Dolly he wasn't asking the right questions. Okay. And you kept having, like, you had these little things. Okay. I want to know, because if y'all don't know, and we'll go over this in a minute, him and Katie met with TBI yesterday, and Seth has always had hope, but he has a little hope, a little more hope. I think he feels a little bit better. But he wouldn't really give out any information. It's just that Dolly wasn't asking the right questions. Now, the last, for y'all that don't know, the video, he asked to see videos. He wants proof of life of his son and all that. Okay. The last video that they showed him was at the restaurant. It wasn't hearsay from a neighbor. It wasn't this one was coming home in this vehicle. None of that. It was at the restaurant. Sebastian was live and well. Please have that, okay? Seth Rogers, if you're in here and you can just say it or whatever, my question to you would be, since you saw that video, and that was on Sunday when they had dinner, could you please tell me or anybody else, what was your son Sebastian wearing that day? That's what I would like to know. What did he have on, and what was he wearing that day? Thank you, sir. That's all. Okay. I hope everybody's days is good too. Let me get back down here. I don't know yet. Hold on a minute. Justin, if you're still in here, do you know what time Trev is going live tonight? Because we don't want to miss that. None of us want to miss that. I'm telling you, none of us want to miss that. Thank you, Dippy Bird. Yeah, he's been picked apart. I stand behind Seth 1,000%. Stand behind that man 1,000%. Smiley pressing buttons. I don't know if you want to know if Chris was in that photo. Oh, you mean eating out? I don't know. So, I don't know. I don't know, Pam, if they talk. I'm trying to catch up with y'all's stuff here. I don't know why my stuff is not strolling. I probably need to clean out my catch or cookies or something, but I don't want to do all that now. Just bear with me a minute. Hey, Jeannie from the block and everybody coming in. Everybody. Because I got a lot I want to talk about today. He may have had a hard time with what to ask, because I don't know if he was expecting that or not. And Seth had a lot of good things to, say. Seth don't have any bad things to say about anybody. Let's see. I'm trying to get down here. Lord have mercy. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Why is it doing that? Start moving, people. My stream needs to start moving. Okay, so there we go. Okay, thank you. I'm glad I'm live too, because I was trying to catch up with everything. There we go. We're moving now. Okay. Hey, Nico. Hello, Nico. All right. So That's what I want to know from Seth, because the last video that TBI showed him where there was proof of life that TBI has is at the restaurant, not hearsay from the neighbor that they saw this, that the camera said that. So I'm just going to go with the restaurant. And what I would like to know is, Seth, if he can tell us, what did Sebastian have on that day? And that's what I want to know. What did you see with your own eyes what Sebastian had on that day? Okay. Now, thank you, November Rain, for becoming a new member. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hello, Guidance. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Welcome, November Rain. I appreciate you so much. So it seems that Seth and Katie both, as we know, they met with TBI yesterday. And my understanding is Chris was not there. Chris was not there. I bet he was having a cow. No pun intended. And there was not much he said he could share, but he did go on Dolly's and was getting some answers, and we'll do that. Yeah, he did, Miss Curvy. He was smirking. Yep. And so as the search goes on, and continues, I think it wasn't going on today because it was Good Friday and some other things. I'm not really sure. Hey, Dynamite. Hello. Welcome. But the news lady, Caitlin Miller from Fox 17, the reporter, asked Seth, and we'll go over that as well, his father, if he learned anything new from the TBI. And he said not that he can discuss. Seth also said he still has hope, and he still has hope that his son is alive. So look, everybody, we all need to keep that hope. We do. We all need to keep that hope. You know, there is a chance he's out there somewhere. And my thought was, hey, Miss Grace, there is a chance that, as much as I personally believe he was taken out of that garage, or maybe not even brought home now, possibly, that there is a chance if he was in the house and they boxed themselves in the house, it's just as much a chance that they took him out asleep, or maybe over drugged or something. I don't know. I don't want to say, but it's just as much he could have went out either way in that from that garage. Period. Either way. That's the way I look at it. That's just me. Let's see. No wonder they did meet with Seth separate to Katie, and did tell Seth more that Katie was over the CPS. If so, why Chris couldn't be there. Yeah, and let me tell you something. Mr. Chris may think he can, and he may be perfectly innocent, but Mr. Chris may think he can override and overpull and overdo this and that with everybody else. But let me tell you something. When them police want you, I don't care if it's the TBI, FBI, local, whoever. If they want you, you ain't going to tell them you're going to go sit with nobody. I could want to go sit with my friend or whoever too. But it just ain't going to happen, honey. If they going to talk to you or interrogate you or bad cop, good cop you, they going to do it in different rooms. So Mr. Chris don't have no say-so over that. He just don't. And neither does Miss Leave It to Beaver, ma'am. She don't either. That's just my opinion. But, what do I know? I don't know nothing. So there. Anyway, but I heard that Sebastian did have pockets of fluid on his brain, allegedly. And I also heard that that's one reason that they didn't want him playing ball and stuff like that. Because if he had a hard hit to his head, that, it could really hurt him or kill him. So I'm wondering now why Katie didn't get her butt up, regardless of if she did anything or not, and go check on her son. And I said that from the very beginning. Leave it to Beaver. That's right. She needed to drop the leave it to. Yes, 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 ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Honey, please. Anyway, I bet she's more like a poltergeist, the exorcist, instead of. I bet her head spins all the way around instead of yes, ma'am, no, sir, yes, ma'am. I'm just saying. That's what I heard anyway. Yeah. Either way it goes, Dave and Gigi, either way it goes, and good to see you, by the way. It's the same thing. Either way it goes, both of them, abuse, period. That's abuse, in my opinion. And according to the law, you can do the research yourself. Anytime, like I said the other day, here in Florida, you can whip with a belt and you can whip with a hand and you can do basically corporal punishment. Not to say that it's right, but you can do it as long as you don't do it with malicious intent. That's the law. However, look it up and do your own research. You cannot whip a child with a disability like that with a belt, because it is against the law and it will put your ass in jail, let alone it's wrong, period. Now y'all can say what you want to say, but there was abuse. And like I said, drop a bomb on me, drop a bomb on me. Y'all can say what you want to say, but Mr. Chris is no angel. He's no angel. And I think his lights are fixing to be put out. Sometimes you got to laugh. For those that are standing with Chris, I think his lights are fixing to be put out. Whether he was there and he did anything to Sebastian or not. That's all I'm going to say. Smiley knows everything. For her to not know nothing, honey. I know. That's all I'm saying. But Katie said she heard this thud. That's not what she told me in my interview a few nights before that. She said, I heard something in his room, and I just said, hey, I don't care what you're doing, go to bed. But now all of a sudden, I heard a thud. She might have been, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She straight out lied to Nancy Grace. Straight out lied. They've come up with something different on every single interview. Every interview. The truth is the truth is the truth. You don't have to add to it. You don't have to take away. You may forget something and say, oh, call up and say, I did forget when this is so-and-so and so-and-so, so I need to let you know this. But you don't just keep adding and adding and adding. You just don't. To me, that's just wild. Y'all can say what you want. They also said that the police checked the car, her car. That was possible. But again, they told me no luminol or anything was used on the house, on the car. Nancy Grace's interview, they said all kinds of stuff was used, but they didn't say luminol, but there was some, whatever they said was used. But as far as the car, just because they checked it, they may have been checking for GPS. They may be holding that close to the vest, or they may not have checked the GPS, in fact. But what got me most of all, excuse me, what got me most of all is when Nancy, that's why she did ask that question, was about the GPS on Chris's truck. She said, "What year is your truck?" "I don't know." Ding, 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 ding. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. A man, generally, a man, a real man, the one Chris Proudfoot wants to portray he is going to know everything about his truck, especially what year. However, a man from Tennessee, a man from Alabama, and a man from Georgia is definitely going to know everything about his truck. And I don't care if it's a 62, a 65, a 2005, a 2021. They going to know about their truck, honey. They going to know everything about their truck. That's theirs. Oh, why do they call him Scooby-Doo? Scooby, Scooby-Doo. Where are you? I see you. Are you playing? You know why they call him Scooby-Doo. JLR told you why they call him Scooby-Doo. Well, the story goes he was in Alabama doing a job. And I found out since then there was a construction job there. In fact, we have somebody right in here. I don't want to call them out. They don't have to say a word. But their sons happened to work on that construction site. Let's not say who it is. We don't need to let nobody know. Please, let's keep that under the vest. And that's a true story. And this person, Chris, he went into Texas Roadhouse there. He must love Texas Roadhouse. And so he didn't drink or anything. He always went to the bar. Maybe he had to stay sober to keep that story straight. Can y'all imagine all these lies he tells? What if he did drink? I'm sure he couldn't keep his story straight to save his life. Anyway. So he had tea. They said he had to have his steak rare, sometimes so rare that, it had to be cold. That's just gross. That is really gross. But whatever. Some people, whatever. It makes me think of a kind of person, but whatever. Whatever. I mean, so cold. Just go get it out of the freezer, thaw it out, and eat it, dude. Why you got to go pay so much money? I'm just saying. JLR thought it was fake at first, but then it got on and it got into his personal business, and he told his waiter. But the bottom line is Scooby-Doo would never give his name. You know how when they take your order and they say, can I get your name or your last name? He would never give it. But he would also go to the bar and sit down and drink the tea. Oh, by the way, they got raspberry tea that's great. Wonder if he ever tried that. Just saying, try it next time. Anyway, So he would go up there and drink the tea. But then he would say his name was, just say Mickey, I don't know, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. He should have used Goofy a lot. Anyway, he used to like to use all these character names. He would not give his name. Wonder why? He's a playboy. Lord Jesus, wonder if he's playboy in the Wells case. Hey, anybody know this Chris Proudfoot? Is he the playboy we're looking for? And can anybody answer that? Anybody? Hello? Is that playboy? Just wondering. Anyway, now Chris has got other problems. So, I'm just wondering. He got up there at the bar, and the story goes he was flirting with this waitress. She had no idea. He kept trying to get her to go out with him. But according to her, she didn't. Thank God, huh? Thank God. Well, all that's coming out now. He thinks he's a player. No wonder he's been married 5 times. A little advice here, son. Next time you get divorced, why don't you just stay that player if you're not in cuffs? And why don't you just live the free life? I don't know. Yeah, like Scott Peterson, I have this feeling this mistress is going to appear, and JLR is trying to talk to her now. Hopefully she'll go on there. I hope and I don't think she's going to be the first one or the only one. So listen to me. I beg of y'all, if there's any, because this could have to do, and if y'all, before all of y'all crazies out there, the ones that singing Smiley, what does this got to do with about everything? It has everything. Just like Amber Fry did, honey. If there's anybody out there that has cheated with him, or is cheating with him, or has cheated with him, please come forward. Don't tell me. Tell the law, honey. She since saw Chris, and since Sebastian has been missing, and she asked him, she texted him and asked him why. He didn't tell about he had a family, because he never talked about Katie, and he never talked about Sebastian. And he said, oh, because we were separated. That's the oldest thing in the freaking book. However, it made me think something's been out there about there's been this ultimatum. There's been an ultimatum that if Katie should ever have to choose, it was actually said to choose her son that Chris told her, which I guess he was trying to play a little reverse psychology on her. And I feel like now she's a Susan Smith, in my opinion only, and probably chose this man, Chris Proudfoot. That's just me. And if you want to know my real truth, what I think when I asked about CPS and he elaborated it to me, I think, because I told him, if you'll go back and listen, I said, you don't have to elaborate, just have CPS been involved. Well, I'll just tell you. Well, honey, just tell me, how did that work out for you? How did that work out for you? And your court case with your daughter the next day. How did that work out for you, honey? Anyway, I just feel like thinking back, now he said he hadn't been home since February. the early February, I feel like when all that had happened, that maybe CPS had made him leave the house. That happens sometimes. So maybe he was asked to leave and stay elsewhere till the case was resolved. Just saying. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. But Chris lied on Nancy Grace about several things. Chris said they told him there was no foul play. But foul play was not ruled out. It was not ruled out at all. In fact, foul play was actually brought up on other news stations and stuff. Now, the police can lie to you. And they want to see you. They want to see how your reactions are. But, you know, hey, foul play has to be on the table. All things are on the table. It's been in the news. But it don't make it a fact that they did or did not do anything. And that's any of them. Although, again, I stand behind Seth 100%, 1,000%. Matter of fact. But they might have told them they're not suspects, so they could still keep an eye on them. But they're not suspects. But I don't believe they're not suspects until LE comes out and completely clears them in the public. Y'all believe what you want to believe. You think what you want to think. I'm telling you the truth. Law enforcement is not cleared anybody. And even Seth knows that. Seth even knows that. Listen, until they come out publicly and say, he could be Green Eyes. He absolutely could be. Yeah, probably, maybe whatever happened Saturday did trigger Sunday. It's possible. It's very possible. But, in fact, I called a real high-standing attorney that I know personally. And they told me exactly that. They said, they can and will tell you anything. They're allowed to do that. And until they officially, see how it was said, officially come out and publicly clear you, you are not cleared. And in fact, they told me, this is what they told me. They said the person who was last with Sebastian, or not, they didn't say Sebastian because they didn't know his name. They said the person that was last with the said person or seen them is the #1 prime suspect. So in this case, we know who supposedly was the last person to be seen with Sebastian, and that was Katie. And Katie has told it herself and boxed herself in, very much so. Very much so. Katie said the clothes she saw him in is what he went to bed in. Well, like I said, she then went on to say, and I had to assume after that that's what he went to bed in. And that's why I wanted to ask Seth then, what did he have on that day? Because she said she when she was giving her description that she took a bath. I've yet to hear where Sebastian has had a bath. I've yet to hear that he's had a shower. I've yet to hear that. And do y'all know how many questions I've got about that? I cannot personally see as clean as Katie and Chris and military staff and all the bullshit in their house. I cannot keep running this through my mind that they had one last fun day, one last outing. It ended up being the last outing, whether it was meant to be or not. I cannot fathom in my mind, think about this, because I say things others won't, so I'm going to say it. I can't fathom taking your child, especially a boy, out here, stopping here, using public restrooms. Maybe I'm the one that's OCD. I don't know. All the bullshit, right? I can't see that. Not taking him home and adding a shower before he goes to bed. Putting him in my $600,000 home in nice, clean, I'm sure, pristine sheets, bedroom that Chris says he goes in and throws in his damn toys if they're not picked up and to his liking. Because why? Because it's a boot camp there. I don't know. But I can't see them letting him or allowing him to go to bed and bring in germs is my appointment. I understand that. He is a kid, but I cannot see, and he's supposed to go to school the next day, them allowing him. Why didn't they say go take a bath? Or she go say take a bath? Because when you don't do that, I'm sorry, I don't want anybody to be offended. One, you just don't sleep in your clothes. Two, you just don't do that without taking a bath. Unless you have bad hygiene, you just don't do that. One, you wouldn't want your kid going to school getting made fun of any more than they already are or have to possibly. Two, you don't want to take a chance on being all over Nashville, Hendersonville, or wherever in the hell you was and bringing home some kind of scummy ass bed bug, a flea, or whatever, and going and getting in that precious bed, right? No. I don't see it. But don't worry, Katie. Don't bother to add no shower now or no bath now in the timeline. Olivia done asked you what y'all did that day. And the more that you keep adding with the book, and you keep adding this, and you keep adding that, if you add a shower now, it's really going to make you look stupid as hell. Okay? Just saying. Now, regardless of if he got home or not, in my opinion, y'all, yeah, right. Look at this. Look right here. Oh, hold on, where'd it go? Yep. Absolutely. And I can attest to that. It is. And especially, y'all are forgetting, it ain't like he didn't like water, so he didn't have a problem with, I don't like it, it don't feel good to my skin. Some it does hurt their skin. I will give you that. But everybody we've heard say he likes water. There's no reason why he wouldn't enjoy that. So that's that. I just can't see them allowing him to, oh, go to bed. Night, Mom. Love you. Night, puppies. Love you. Oh, and let me show you something while I'm on a roll. And let me just show you this. La da 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 da. I want to show you something. Now, I'm going to show you this. Mom said she was on the phone with Chris for 3 hours, right? Mom says she was falling asleep, and she said he told her to wake up. She goes and puts the puppies up or whatever, and all the things, because the puppies sleep in a different room. So y'all, yada, 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 yada. Right? Right. Now, you see the picture with the snake? What is that behind Sebastian? It's a puppy pee pad, and it's also a dog bed. But if you look on this side, it's the dog cage. Where's my thing? It's the dog cage. So, what's that else behind him? The kitchen table? So, lies, lies, the devil lies. I mean, come on now, people. The hell you lying about? Everything's a damn lie. I don't like it. Why lie? They think we ain't be looking in the background. This is what we do. This is what we do. This is what we do. If you're lying, the ones that care where this boy is, how he got gone, we're going to find it. The ones that don't and want to rag on us and blah, 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 then, well, that's their problem. Consider the source. I don't know. It did, or maybe they have the same one, same type. I don't know. Yeah, it's possible, but they had the bed also beside that, Bob. It's not normal to have it's normal to have the pee pads down, but what I'm talking about is she said they also were put up in other rooms. Okay, so I can understand if the bed was laying there where they could just go lay in the daytime and lay on the bed or whatever. But the crate, did you see the cage is also there on the other side with the water bowl and everything in it in the kitchen. That's what I'm talking about. Lies, lies, the devil will lie. Yeah, it will be proven to be lies. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. So that happened. And the bed, it's just all bullshit to me. I don't care what nobody says, it's all bullshit. When you tell the truth, you don't have to add lies. You just don't have to add lies. You don't have to add them. Let's listen to this. question that I had, and that happens, sometimes, especially when you have a child who is, has special needs and stuff. That's hard.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I've had CPS call me in 2 states, New Mexico and Tennessee.
And so, did that include with Sebastian?
Tennessee was Sebastian, yes. But in fact, Sebastian here, like I said, I got nothing to hide. So Sebastian went to school one day because we were at the house. He got in trouble. He didn't have a belt on. I was like, where's your belt? And got it. Whack. Got him. So he goes to school. He tells the teacher. They're mandatory reporters. So the teacher reports it. That afternoon, CPS shows up to the house while we're actually sitting down to eat dinner. Now, mind you, 15-year-old child, he's not real happy because he's in trouble, so he's being punished. So he shows, he makes a report. They come to the house, and the lady who comes to the house is the same lady we've had. She's had a case before. Now, the case that was before was something that didn't even happen, and it's like 3 stories that shoved into one. When they finally got it debunked, they were like, "Oh, he got so mixed up in telling one story, they mixed it to 3 and caused a commotion." Well, they canceled that out. So the one on me, she shows up. And I said, "Hey, how you doing? It's her again." She's like, "Oh, hey." She's like, I'm already done. She's like, "Don't tell me anything, but I'm going to tell you what I know happened." And I said, "Okay." She goes, "Boo, boo, boo." She told me exactly what happened. I said, "Yes, ma'am." She goes, "Oh, my God." I said, "Yes, ma'am. This is how it's been." Sebastian thought by telling on me, making it sound like I was so horrible, I was going to get in trouble over something stupid. I was like, "No, Sebastian, you got punished. Man, you got punished." And he was like, "What? What?" And I was like, "You got punished." Sebastian got in trouble. He got caught.
Now this is Nancy Grace.
And I asked him, I said, "Hey, you got to have a punishment for this." He says, "Yes, sir." And I said, "Okay." So I gave him a swat with a belt on his buttocks on the outside of his clothes. 1 swat.
What did he lie about?
Honestly, I don't remember at the time, but it was probably something dealing with school because that's the majority where his issues lie.
Did he have other issues at school?
Some behavioral stuff, but nothing too crazy.
What kind of behavioral stuff?
He has a hard time, obviously, awkwardly socially blending in with students. So it's a little, he's trying to figure out how to do it, but respecting people's space. He gets a little too close. And then kids don't really accept that too much. So it kind of causes an issue. But he'll not stop and he continues on. So then it causes an issue. And instead of being honest about it, he'll lie like, "No, I didn't." "Okay, Sebastian."
We're lying about you. Was that the first time you had ever hit him with a belt?
"Yes, ma'am." The one and only time, actually.
When was this?
Years ago, ma'am.
Any idea how many? 3, 10, 1?
It probably at least 3 years ago.
I don't understand how that turned into a CPS or Child Protective Services complaint. How were they alerted that you hit him with a belt?
That did not turn into a CPS service call.
There were other CPS reports, right? Were they regarding your other child?
There's one in regards to my daughter that I know of out in New Mexico with my ex-wife and myself.
I mean, seriously? And it broke my heart when Seth said they did not even contact him. All right, let's see if I can find that one. Hold on. I don't know if this one's it or not, but let's listen to this one. This is when they met with TBI. No, that's not it. Hold on a minute. No, that's it or not. It might be. Hold on. Oh, okay. That's not it. All right. This is, we're going to do dollies. I want to show y'all something though. This is funny. Well, it's not funny. It's not funny, like ha ha funny, but well, it is, but I want to show y'all when Seth asked, when Dolly asked him about, his whole look changed when he said, "Don't you find it funny how they're lying and all this stuff?" But look, he raised his eyebrows. And he raised his eyes. That was his look. I caught it. He was sitting there and he's like, you have to go back and see it. I was like, he knows. I love this guy. He knows. Okay, so we're going to play a little bit of Dolly's. So put up Dolly's and then put up his link and the fair use. And we're just going to go over it a few minutes because he had Seth on panel. Thank you, Millie, for doing that. Okay.
Yep, gotcha.
At least somebody does.
Okay, what is going on, Seth?
Just tired, exhausted.
Okay. Now, I know you really can't go in this, but I know you had a meeting with the TBI and stuff today, right?
Seems like everybody knew it before I did.
The internet works fast, Seth. Word gets around. These internet streets, it's quick.
I missed dial.
I think that's her mom, Diana.
There you go, AOL.
Her mother,
I watched a little bit of you and Josh last night. Josh, a good dude.
I saw you in the chat, man.
Yeah.
I left your chat and you were in your hotel room getting off.
Yeah.
Getting off the internet.
Let me ask you this: was there anything positive come out of the day?
I found positivity in it.
That's all. That's good. Then that's it. That's what I think. I know you can't go into it too much. So, how's the searching going?
Do what?
Y'all gonna be searching again tomorrow, 10:30? Is that what you said?
Right now, that's kind of up in the air.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what they're planning on me tomorrow. I'm Roman Catholic, and it's Good Friday.
Oh, okay.
It's time to go commune with the Lord. Maybe He will give me what I need. Maybe He will reach down and bless me.
Definitely. So, if things what you heard today is positive, now, do you think it's a possibility somebody could be holding your son against his will?
I look at it like this. I've been on the internet. I've been on the TV.
Uh-huh.
I've even been on the radio, which probably most people don't even realize that. But if my son were able to hear me or see me on TV or on the internet, he would know to give me a call.
Okay.
So what I like about Seth is he always, even during all of this, he tries to stay so positive. This man is so broken. I have watched him from day one. And he is so broken. He's been out there. He's done the work from day one. And he's so broken. I don't know how he's even managing to keep it together. I really don't. I hope he's eating okay, and I hope he's getting some type of rest. He just says if he just kind of looked, he just kind of said, he believes he's out there, but if he's being held against his will, what he's saying, okay, so if you're being held against your will, somebody's not letting him watch TV. They're not letting him watch TV. They're not letting him hear his plea for help. They're not allowing him to see these things. That's the way I take it.
So you think he don't have access to that right now?
I don't think he does.
Have you ever known him to watch the news?
No.
Okay, never known him to watch the news. So if he was on the news, he probably wouldn't even know he was on the news then.
Correct. I mean, I haven't had cable in
Seth, let me ask you this. Now, I know that tonight in the news interview you said, he's probably somewhere playing video games. Do you know if he played these video games online with other people?
Nah.
He didn't, or now you don't know?
I agree.
I don't know because, it's like at my house, a lot of the games that he was playing were on my account.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of them were solo games like Spider-Man and Batman Arkham Knights.
Okay. Yeah, because I play a lot of games myself. Certain games. A lot of, games where you're in lobbies with other people. I play a lot of online gaming.
I do that. I do mobile on my phone.
Okay. So,
Yeah, he would be sitting there playing video games. When he played on his Switch, he didn't play online with people. He played single-player games.
Okay. So I'm just wondering how somebody maybe have access, to get to your son. If I heard you say today that TBI don't think you're a suspect, they don't think Chris is a suspect, they don't think Katie's a suspect. So there has to be some. If they're not, like the internet is saying, if Katie and Chris don't got nothing to do with this, then there's another answer to what's going on. Or
there would be another answer.
Another answer.
He kind of smirked when he said that.
Would your son know the area? Would he be easily lost? Does he get confused?
If you stay all the time in your house and you're only going from your house to the bus stop, and then you know how to get to where you're going to school, and the rest of the time you're in a vehicle, would you really know how to get anywhere by foot?
Yeah, I guess if your bubble's small, you're right. You really wouldn't know the area. So if you got outside that bubble, you could get lost.
You get stuck in the woods and you're used to blacktop, you can get lost.
I think a lot of the stuff is, when I heard you say today that they don't think they're a suspect.
You saw it, didn't you?
Some of the behavior is strange.
I watched
the whole going out of town thing. I think that was a little strange. Because I'd be like you. I'd be out here searching every day. I have one child. I have a daughter. She's 24 years old.
Y'all see that look?
Even right now, I'd be out searching. I think their behavior. I think their behavior, and look, it might just be the way they act and just who they are.
Did you see that look? And I have a feeling, I could be wrong, but I have a feeling not only did they call them down and talk to them, they probably did question them separately. I don't know that to be fact, but I'm pretty sure they probably did. They probably didn't go down there and hold hands and sit side by side. Can I go back? I can try without flubbing it all up. Hold on a minute.
There would be another answer.
Another answer. Now, do you think would your son know the area? Would he be easily lost? Does he get confused?
If you stay all the time in your house and you're only going from your house to the bus stop, and then you know how to get to where you're going to school, and the rest of the time you're in a vehicle.
I think that was a little strange. Chris is a suspect. They don't think Katie's a suspect.
Okay, here we go.
So there has to be some. If they're not, like the internet is saying, if Katie and Chris don't got nothing to do with this, then there's another answer to what's going on.
Now watch real close, y'all.
Or
there would be another answer.
Another answer. Now,
all right, now watch.
Do you think would your son know the area? Would he be easily lost? Does he get confused?
If you stay all the time in your house,
it'll come up in a minute.
From your house to the bus stop, and then you know how to get to where you're going to school, and the rest of the time you're in a vehicle. Would you really know how to get anywhere by foot?
Yeah, I guess if your bubble's small, you're right. You really wouldn't know the area. So if you got outside that bubble, you could get lost.
Mm-mm.
You get stuck in
I don't
the
know.
woods, and you're used to blacktop, you can get lost.
I think a lot of the stuff is, when I heard you say today that they don't think they're a suspect.
Okay. What?
Some of the behavior is strange, like the whole going out of town thing. I think that was a little strange. Because I'd be like you. I'd be out here searching every day. I have one child. I have a daughter. She's 24 years old.
Did y'all see that?
Right now.
Did you see that?
I'd be out searching,
Did you see that? Did you see that? See, this man knows. I'm going to tell you something. But he's smart. He's smart. He knows what he can say and what he can't say. He knows. Even if he has hope, he knows what he can say and what he cannot say. Now,
I think their behavior, and look, it might just be the way they act and just who they are, makes them seem a little suspect. I ain't saying they did it. I'm just saying it makes them seem a little suspect.
Makes them don't seem right.
And so...
You mean Sebastian, Miss Kirby?
I know there's some other locals that are going to be out there searching. There's a few search parties, I think, that are gathered tomorrow other than the UNC. There's another group of people that are going to be out there searching for your son. And I hope that, more people start to put these search parties together and get out there.
I don't know, because how would he have got out of the house, that night?
At this point, he has to have some type of assistance.
I don't know, unless his mother Katie.
Where would he get food at?
Help get him there.
He would need water. He would need food. He would need
anything's possible at this point. Anything.
He would. And again, have you ever been homeless, man?
Okay.
No, I've never been homeless.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, you think he may be going eating out of dumpsters, begging,
I don't think you would be that way. I've been homeless before. Homeless people take care of homeless people, and homeless people have that little piece in their heart where they take care of the kids. They always take care of the kids.
So you think he could possibly be in a homeless
homeless camp?
Now look, I've been.
All right. Now I said this in one of my very first lives about this. I don't know if any of y'all remember this or not, but somebody said, you're just thinking outside the box. I felt kind of weird saying it, but I said, I wonder if he did get out. Has anybody checked tent cities? There's more than one homeless camp. There's, could it be a possibility? Anything's possible. Is it probable? I don't know. But I hope to goodness they've checked all of those and they continue to check. Yes, Seth, I like him. He's a very positive person. And he has to be. He wants his son found. And he don't want no hard feelings with anybody. And he wants his son found. He wants his son found. I'm going to skip on through this a little bit, and then because y'all can go watch this at Dolly's, drop the link again. Again, I don't want to watch the whole video because y'all can watch it at Dolly's. I'm going to go towards the end a little bit. I just want
to. Everything seemed good. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. But Let me think. I want to dig into a hole here.
It's because you're not asking the right question.
Yeah. Okay. What do the police believe happened? What did they tell him? Did they have hit you with anything? Did they just keeping? You can't answer that one, huh?
Didn't tell me nothing.
They didn't tell you nothing.
They're not going to tell me anything on the investigation.
Well, why show you the video?
Because I'd asked.
You had asked for the video. So
I asked. I said I need to see proof of life before he went.
Okay, because you wanted to know he was alive before he went missing.
I wanted to make sure he was okay beforehand.
Okay.
And they showed it to me. I'd asked for it.
And he was okay, and everything was good with him. Normal.
Yeah.
And you said he wouldn't.
Still not asking the right question.
Okay.
He wants to tell him something so bad.
Seth, what do you got? What do you know, Seth, that we don't know? Can you tell us what you know?
I had more meetings today afterwards.
You got, say that one more time.
I had 2 more meetings afterwards.
After you seen the video.
Gary, that's not what
I
he's
had 2
saying.
more meetings afterwards. I had meetings planned all day today.
With TBI, law enforcement.
He said the last video showing proof of life was at that
Okay, you met with
restaurant.
somebody else.
Yeah.
Is
You
it
want
the
to know why I'm
FBI?
happy? Huh?
Is it the FBI?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, why you happy?
More information than I didn't have before.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it, Seth.
There's more information.
Okay.
Now, see, I already told them I'm running my own investigation as well.
Uh-huh.
He's probably got a PI.
And intrude upon their own.
Okay.
No, as well.
Do you think that, okay, this is a question for Huntress. Does he think that they will wrap up soon and his baby will be found? She asked that question from the chat.
Always. That's beyond a doubt. That's an everyday when I wake up.
Okay.
All right, that being hopeful and knowing that the answer's out there and I'm going to find it.
Now, are the police being like reassuring that they're going to?
That's what I asked Rebecca, what he was wearing at the restaurant.
Yep.
Okay.
I want to know what he had
spoke
on.
with the FBI.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, he had to have
Now,
shoes at the
what my
restaurant
thing is
because in
this.
Tennessee they're not going to let you
Them
come in with no
houses out there
shoes
in that
on.
neighborhood are really, really nice houses. Most of them have security systems, cameras. Why is he not on any of those?
We ain't
cameras?
talking about Hawkins County. I'm talking about up there where
Don't know.
they were at. You
Don't know.
have to have shoes on.
I don't know. Like, but then again, if I lived in a house that cost $688,000, I damn well have a fucking security system on it too.
Yeah, and I mean, most of them houses out there or up there in that range, they start at 500,000. They're living a lot better than me. I noticed there was a lot of cameras out there.
Law enforcement, they make it a lot more than I am. Okay.
Yeah. I said the same thing when I said it. I was like, they're making a lot more than I am.
Going the way they're going, I might turn around and have to go start flipping burgers for $22 an hour.
So how is everything with your work? Did they understand what's going on?
I asked for a leave of absence. When I ask for the absence, they know that I'm looking for my son.
Okay, so they're not giving you a hard time at work. So when you decide to go back to work, everything's going to be good with you?
I'm hoping. I haven't heard from him.
He took
Okay. Let me think of anything else. Okay, so you met with you had a couple more meetings today, other than with the TBI. You gained more
I don't know
information.
that. I'm not sure.
And we learned that the trash truck, that was just a trash truck. It wasn't flashlights.
Correct.
The shoe thing. And now I've heard you say this.
It doesn't make
Yeah, he stepped in the ant pile, the fire ants. I'm from Georgia. I know about them fire ants. They'll light your ass up, boy. I mean, like cigarette burns. They got me good. As a kid, I fell into one riding a bike.
a cigarette burn because I've never like been burnt by a cigarette, but I've been burnt by a match head before. And that's what fire ants remind me of.
Yeah, it reminds me of a cigarette burn. It'll blister up. It hurts. Matter of fact, my yard, we got some fire ants in my yard that'll get your ass. I got the biggest ants you ever seen. They did the biggest ants I've ever seen in my life. They'll be at my house. They are huge ass ants.
Or velveteen ants.
These look like monster ass ants. Like so, you don't think he had never ran off before? If he was to say, "Hey, I'm upset with my stepdad. I want to get out of here,"
I think he might have one worse.
Shoes? And why, when everybody asked her that,
Not say. I think the media manager is trying to manage Chris and Katie.
Like, how does he know he's
giving them worse advice? Not Sebastian.
Or are they just missing a flashlight?
And not Seth.
I mean, are they missing the flashlight? I mean, I guess they're missing a flashlight.
That just made me laugh, Rena. I'm sorry.
Because if she was in bed when he left, how does she know he had the flashlight?
I would say that she's saying that because they can't find it.
Yeah, I would think so too.
And I would say she's saying that because, voila, they said theirself. She said herself, ding, ding, ding. Either she's the biggest dingbat on the planet Earth, or I just don't know what to say. Because she said the cops asked her, they said, did he leave with anything here, such as a flashlight or anything? And then, boom, she ran with that. Oh, well, he has a flashlight and we can't find it anywhere. Listen, I feel like that seed was planted by the cops and she ran with it. Whether there was flashlights there, whether he had a flashlight, whether he loved it, I don't know. But she ran with that. I'm going to tell you she did. The cops brought it up and she ran with it. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, hey, Jude, hold on. Well, now. This is a Channel 4 news. Okay, we're going to listen to this. I hate to go here, but we're going to listen to this. Thank you, Jude.
Call them and ask what these security concerns.
Hold on. Let me start it over.
They had to call off their search for Sebastian Rogers after they came out with a Facebook post that said they had security concerns. I'm in a parking lot here in Hendersonville where they were supposed to have about 50 volunteers meet here today to search for Sebastian, but instead I had to call them and ask what these security concerns were. They told me that volunteers were getting death threats in person and online, and they were getting so bad that they actually had to have security details with them. The United Haitian Navy may sound familiar to you because the same nonprofit also helped with the search for Riley Strain, but they say that they will.
That was all I got on a TikTok. It's on SMV on Channel 4 Nashville News, and I call bullshit too. Nothing against anybody, but I call bullshit. All of the YouTubers, except for the local ones, and I won't name any names, have went home. I call bullshit. Bullshit. Period. All I'm going to say is, that's a crock of shit. So if Seth can put his differences aside, he can even go on Dolly's. He can allow JLR to search with him side by side, whatever. And then all the problems get started. This is supposed to be an organization. I don't know the deeds. But they're going to run. What in the hell? Show proof to what? What do you want me to show proof for? I just told you it was on the news. That was a news lady. Channel 4 WSM. I ain't got time for it. Go research yourself if you're talking to me, because I can't deal with it right now. I don't know. I'm not putting anybody down, but there are other. How about this? How about Proudfoot's parents, Elder Proudfoot, chasing like children, cars around the neighborhood and searching and taking photos and all the bullshit. Childish. The only thing that matters is this. Sebastian. That's it. Now, somebody was saying Katie had a bad record. Well, it's not Katie that has a bad record. Oh, she might. It's Katie's mother that has a monstrous record. And she's sitting up in another place right now. I won't say where. Virginia. Virginia. So, I just want to know. All I want is Sebastian found. I want Seth to get his rest today and the bullshit to stop. Period. Now, hold on. But Seth believes it's positive. Positive. No, he's not going to say nothing bad about anybody. He appreciates, let me tell you something. He appreciates everybody searching for his son. He wants him found and he wants him home. You smell Craigslist? Right. They collected donations for and then searched about 20 hours. If that. If that. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, and it broke my heart that Seth said that CPS did not contact him when CPS was called out. That's a big no-no. So they dropped the ball there, in my opinion. They dropped the ball. They don't have no issue when they have to come out on somebody or whatever, and they, contact everybody else that's not involved or may not know your business or whatever. They don't have no problem with that. But they're not going to contact the biological dad? Are you serious? That's strange that he had to find that out, because I asked that question to Chris, and then Nancy asked that question to Chris. That's just strange to me. That's strange. But I did, have one more question, and that was just the one question that I had, and that was the one I had to Seth Rogers. And the video that he saw, I wanted to really know what he saw him wearing in that video when he went to dinner. I think that's such an important thing, and that would just give us some idea. And again, I really want to know. So if you can answer that on somebody's live, any of y'all creators that Seth comes on there, please ask that. Tell him I want to know that. That's just something, if he can answer, I would like to know. I feel like that is important. And in the meantime, I'm going to go. I know Trev on Trev Time is going to do a live. Nobody missed that live. Everybody go watch that live. Everybody. It's imperative. Everybody go watch that live. And if you have any information on Sebastian, please. He's been missing a little over a month. He has no medications. There's no telling what kind of state he's in. Okay, you're scheduled for 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a premiere. Yay, yay, yay. Where are you at? Oh, there you are. You done zoomed up. Zoomed up. Okay. And please go over there and sub up to Trevor. He's a good guy. And he has been covering this case. He just got back from Hendersonville. And do not miss it. Please do not miss it. And keep prayers out for Sebastian, Seth, and really everybody. Please be kind to one another. Love everybody. And just know I love you all. And I pray for this case to come to an end soon. Sebastian deserves to be found. And he will. He's going to be found. Sebastian, if you hear this or see this, your daddy's going to find you. Your daddy will find you. If you have any information, call 1-800-TBI-FIND or 615-451-3838. Y'all have a great day. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody. Love you.